Hey everyone, and welcome back to our Mass A New Generation actual play in the DC Universe after Crisis. For a big episode tonight. Before we jump into everything that happened last time, which James will recap as always, let's go around and do our introductions. So introduce yourself, your pronouns, character pronouns, and hero name. And we will start as always with Keon.
Lesbians! Hi. Woo! Sorry,
Heavy pause.
I couldn't help it. Hi. My name is Keon. I go for Brother Keon across all of the internets, and I wanted to bother and bully my friend. But I will be playing Rock, who uses he, him pronouns, and he is also known as Greenhawk.
Thank you for that. Emma.
You're welcome.
Hello. I feel like if we're doing call outs, I have to say bisexuals. Like we're all summoning. We've got lesbians, bisexuals, right? And we're just gonna have this team up. My name's Emma Moscow. I will be playing Gio Bertinelli, aka The Problem, here today.
Perfect. Ray.
I'm crying. Hold up.
We haven't even started the episode yet.
I know, but oh god.
It's okay. It's gonna get
Hi.
very serious very quickly, right? It'll be fine.
Oh, I just wasn't prepared for the lesbians. Anyway, hi. I'm Ray
Always be
Wells.
prepared for the lesbians.
Pronouns she, they, and I'll be playing Saleha Hawkins, or Voltage pronouns she, her.
No one is ever ready for the lesbians.
James.
Hi, Polyam fam. Shout out. Let's. I'm James. I also go by Hugger Mugger on the internet. I use he, him pronouns, and I will be playing Aziza Zatara, who uses they, he pronouns, and his hero name is Tenebris.
Perfect. And hey everyone, I'm Paige. My pronouns are she, her. I am the lesbian in question. But let's just get right into the episode. James, go ahead and recap what happened last time.
The recap. Lesbians. No. The recap is this is gonna follow us the entire episode. Where is Gio's mom's? We need to talk. We started off the episode with Gio waking up from his very short nap on the floor where he was thrown through several walls, and he marked a condition for being angry, and then completely did not pay attention to his injuries, limped to a computer, and immediately started searching for all the information that Eclipso had told him about, but he could only find Star Labs info. So while we all tried to tend to him, mostly Soul, because we were pretty sure he would not push her away, and we were right. Uh, we all kind of discussed what the fuck was up and why he was searching for things. At which point we realized none of us really wanted to talk about that right then and there. So we decided to get through a little bit of a ritual to help Aziza not blow up. So in order to do that, Aziza walked away, and the three of you met with Jason Blood, who informed you there was a way that you could help. For just 3 easy payments of 33.
I was about to say, what's an infomercial?
And the whole point was if you guys merged your souls, body, and blood to Aziza, you would be able to help hold back Eclipso in a blood ritual, and you all agreed to do so so long as Aziza had a say in it. Which mostly just means arguing with Aziza, which you did when you came down to the ritual room, and eventually, with some bullying, Aziza agreed to the decision, and we all went through a little ritual time, at which point, everybody had to take off their headphones except Aziza, as Aziza was witness to all 3 of the other heroes' biggest fears in that moment. There was a whole lot of stuff that happened in those fears. Real quick version, Gio's fear is that he's not good enough, and that literally everyone hates him, which is not true. And then Rock's
But
fear
maybe it is.
was that every single person he cared about being missing and or gone, including Aziza, at which point he realized that his crush is more than a crush. And for Soul, Soul's worst fear is watching everyone around her vanish and being the last one standing and being unable to fix it. And she was also witness to that. The visions ended. Aziza had a final talk through with Eclipso, in which point he said, "The night is eternal and I am coming for you," and then was pushed very, very far back into Aziza's head. Everybody passed the fuck out, and we all woke up Aziza feeling better than ever, and everybody else in fucking pain. As you all got to witness what chronic pain has been like for Aziza for the last 4 years. Over the next 3 days, everybody recouped. And eventually, when we all met back up, Jason Blood was had dropped off our communicators for us for the Justice League. We all made a group decision to go to the Watchtower to use our communicators to get all the information we have been looking for. We all finally, as Soul busted down the cameras with a little bit of electricity power, we're able to broadcast the fact that we don't think we should trust the Justice League 100% right now because something's fishy. Geo was able to go through the Watchtower systems and get a whole bunch of information about Aziza and Aziza's condition, information about his father and what actually happened to him, information about Soul's mother, which only Geo and Soul were witness to as they were the last two in the Watchtower room because Rock and Aziza had run off to the evidence locker to try and find Rock's father's ring. At which point they were very gay in there, and right before they could do a little bit of a kissy kiss, the alarms went off, and that's where we are, where the alarms are blaring red all across the Watchtower.
Perfect. And before we get into anything else, I need everyone to roll me 2d6.
Oh shit!
Listen here.
Is this payback for me yelling lesbians?
Yes.
Lesbians!
100%. No, this is planned.
Very low. 6 for me.
6, okay.
8.
Also a 6.
6, cool.
7.
8 and 7. Okay, so by 1, Aziza and Rock
Hey.
in the evidence room.
Oh.
Oh, I can
Very
absolutely
close,
about it.
leaning over the ring, and as these alarms go off, the lantern ring in your hand pulses black for a split second before going to its normal green as shadows erupt out of the ring and start to spread through the Watchtower.
That doesn't seem good.
That's not good.
And
That's
all
not good.
sound is gone. You are in Aziza, you are in Eclipse's realm. You're not dreaming, you are literally in that plane. The two of you.
Where the
Oh no.
what? Why?
Oh no.
What
Is the ring still in Rock's hands?
Yep. It's the only thing of color that you guys can see in this space. It's just a little dot of green and black and white.
I am going to grab Rock by the arm, and my grip is just a little too tight. So as a Thanagarian, you can probably actually feel it, which is crazy. And Aziza's just gonna say, don't move, don't. This is not good.
Where? What is this?
You,
Why is this?
you said you wanted to meet him, right?
What? How?
I don't know.
You're that did this?
Hold on.
Hey!
Uh,
Just
Can I?
loud. Still
Uh,
silent. You're still in the Watchtower itself, but you can definitely feel you've shifted planes.
Okay. Plane shift. All right. I've shifted planes before. Why did
shift
it
us
shift
back?
planes? No. No,
What?
it's usually a ritual spell my mom does.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
So are we like stuck here now?
I don't know.
Geo?
Oh God.
Soul?
What if it's everywhere?
Wait. Page for my brain.
Mm-hmm.
You said we're still within the watchtower.
Yeah, you're
right?
still
Is
in the
everything
evidence
just-
room. It's just everything besides the lantern ring in your hand has gone colorless.
I'm gonna try and open this door and see what outside of here looks like.
Yeah, you open the door, you see the familiar hallway leading back out into the Watchtower halls. It looks the same as that you just came through.
Okay, we should find the others and meet up and figure this out.
Yeah. Also, what was that fucking explosion?
Oh. I don't know.
Wait, did you not? Did you not hear it?
Did we all hear the explosion or
Yeah, you heard the loud sound right when the alarms went off.
I didn't realize it
But
was
you don't hear it. You don't even see the alarms in where you're at now. The alarms are just blank. Like the lights above are dim.
um
Um,
I didn't. I must have. I just this.
Yeah, okay. And like Rock is going to grab your hand and start running back towards the conference room,
Perfect.
or
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. We'll actually move over to the conference room. The two of you, Geo and Saleya, you hear the alarms go off, and you see immediately on the screen, emergency protocols activate, breach of Watchtower, and you see steel shutters go up on the windows and the door to lock you in the meeting room.
Oh, shit, what the fuck triggered the system? And he's gonna quickly like see what if like see if he can like deactivate right whatever that might have been triggered.
Yeah. Give me a mundane roll.
Mundane. Not bad. 10.
Yeah. You go into the system and you try to trace back where it is, and it looks like there was an unauthorized landing on the like the space station like docking system. Like someone who shouldn't be here has arrived. And you see that there's like a red dot moving from there quickly to the meeting room. But you only see two other dots, and it's in the watchtower. You do not see two dots in the watchtower for where not Geo, Aziza and Rock would be. Like they're not on the map at all.
Hey, so we're two things. One, we got a friend coming in. He gestures to the landing dock person invading. And also, where the fuck are Rock and Aziza? As he's like looking for their energy signatures, like off
What
the
do you
map.
mean? What do you mean? Where are they?
They're not on the map, and they're not showing up.
Can I access the cameras myself?
You want to try to hack into the cameras?
Yes.
Yeah, give me unleash your powers. I will say you can add one of this because you did just short circuit them last episode, so
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
you already kind of linked to them in a way.
Technology.
11, 13.
You hack into the cameras and you feel them all go back alive outside. All the cameras in where the space station are, like where you see that chip slowly start to short circuit, and you just see a glimpse of a tall masked man. You can't get enough detail because everywhere that's around, like every other room besides the main room, is very like shadowy, but in a way where it almost feels like there's film or liquid of some sort over the cameras.
So I can see who's coming. Some dude in a mask. I can't see anything else about him, but he's there. I don't know what we can do about it, but
Well, so he's coming. He's coming to the meeting room, right where we are.
Yeah, he's steadily making his way towards you guys.
Well, we get to jump on him, or we hunker down here.
which would you prefer? I can probably keep these doors shut. I don't know how strong he is, but I can probably keep him out for a little bit at least.
Did we get any indication of who we know this might be?
No.
It was unauthorized.
What the cameras the way they are, it's hard to make any identifying traits out. It's just more of a silhouette than anything else you can see.
Okay, then in that case, I'm gonna use my criminal mind. When I assess the situation, I can ask one of the following questions, even on a miss.
Okay, go ahead and assess the situation.
I love that I can roll for be like, help! What do I do? Ooh, I think I got. Hold on, is this a 6?
Assess the situation is a superior roll.
I rolled a 12.
Oh, well, yeah. So you get, I believe, 2 questions plus a question from your playbook.
Cool.
So what 2 general questions do you want to ask about this situation?
And the general questions, the ones that are listed, right?
No, you can use whatever for assess situation. Just the ones that are listed for your playbook for one of them, and then you get 2 free questions you can just ask me. I don't really stick to it's exactly what's in there.
Got it. Okay, so my playbook question will be based on what we were just talking about, like should we hunker down here or should we meet them like head on?
The security system would be better in the meeting room, but it's meant to more just keep anyone out. So like if they breach in, I mean, it's not going to make any difference one way or the other.
Okay. Okay, so there's one question. What here is useful or valuable to me?
Besides Saleya?
Obviously, she's very useful.
I was going over off of valuable to you, but
Oh!
I mean, you have full access to the security systems for the whole tower. You don't know how active they are in the rest of the rooms with everything going on, but it's possible you can try to hack into that and see if you can somehow hotwire something on that end.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if I can like find a way to like trap the person from getting close to us.
Okay. And then what's your last question?
And my last question is there any way we can get is there an escape route from where we are? Or is there only one way in, one way
It's
out? Like
only
are there
one
air
way. It's
ducts?
only one way in and out. There's no air ducts in this room. Batman made sure the meeting room itself is impenetrable. Like the
Fuck.
defenses went up as relation to that, but also something else was going on in the tower, so you feel like they could have also triggered that. So this is like where people would go to hunker down if something's attacking the Watchtower and they can't fight.
Damn. Okay. I don't this is out of character
Mm-hmm.
just to Ray. Like I'm not sure if we want to be stuck. I mean like yeah, we get like good but we're like stuck, you know what I mean? Like
Mm.
it's one way in, one way out. Um we could either make a run for it or we could try to hold it down.
I feel like running for it might be.
The option.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
cuz we
both
also
can
don't
do better stuff outside of a room.
yeah, rather be stuck in the room. Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to first I'm gonna try to hack the system to see if I can divert the person approaching us, like kind of
Yeah,
make
sure.
either make it a maze or locked it, right? Whatever it is, so that we have time to get out and give us some distance.
As you turn back to the systems and you go to see where he's at to track it, you see on one of the camera feeds that are still up, feeding, watching, like following the silhouette that Soleil has put up. You see him stop at a panel and he pulls something out of his hand, puts it in the wall, and you slowly start to see cameras die off on the security system and the rooms disappear from the map.
Fuck, he's hugging the main friend. All right, so let's go. And he's just gonna like try to get her out the door because we're losing power like in the
Yeah.
comms.
As you see the last camera feed break off and you see the security system just fall off the screen, the power goes out anyway, and the defenses fell, so the room opens up. You see darkness outside, but everything appears normal. There's no. You see the emergency blinker lights on the side of the hallway are flashing now.
All right. Okay. And my bike is all the way. I mean, like I can't summon it, right?
No, you can't summon your bike here.
I
You
do
would
have
have
a
it. You would
hoverboard.
have any of your gadgets that's like on your suit if you put your if you turn in your suit, so you have your ring, but like you won't have your bike.
No, I would only have my crossbow if I
Yeah.
had my yeah. Um, he's gonna turn to Soul and be like, "All right, we can do this. It's all right."
I mean, I've been ready for this, so
Wow. Why don't you go first, heavy hitter?
sure. Do I have my hoverboard?
Um,
If
I
not,
would
can I turn a door into a
say
hoverboard?
no. So yeah, you can make one. I mean, you just need something metal to magnetize. So yeah.
I just want to grab like
Can you
cr-
rip the door off its hinges?
no, but I can cut it like use the electricity and cut it like a laser and just cut the bottom half of a door.
Give me unleash your powers.
Please let this work.
Soul's like, "Hold on, I gotta make a board. We might be being stalked and hunted by a malicious
The
killer,
aesthetic comes
but the
first.
aesthetic comes first."
I got a 9.
Okay. Do you want to either have me tell you what happens that makes it unstable, or do you want to mark a condition while you do this?
I would rather mark a condition.
Okay. Go. What condition would you want to mark in this moment?
Uh, insecure.
I know. Yeah, you see Saleya cut into this like kind of fashion like lightning around their hand and start to cut into this door. But as they pull the door off, Geo, you notice as the electricity goes down, their whole arm is burned up to the forearm as they
Oh,
overcharged a little too much.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
And there's
Stop,
like
stop, stop.
smoke just kind of wafting off of it.
What the fuck are you doing? He says quietly as he like takes off his jacket and like tries to wrap it around her arm.
We need it to go fast, so we're gonna go fast.
Yeah, we're gonna go fast when you're missing a fucking arm.
Children, where are you? You hear a deep male voice slowly approaching from down the hallway.
fuck this shit. I fucking hate horror movies.
If my sources are correct, I believe I have a problem and some static electricity to deal with.
Do we recognize the sound of the voice at all?
Saleya definitely wouldn't, but you are from Gotham. So give me... Just give me a flat roll, 2d6.
If it's fucking Joker,
You have to roll
scared.
you have to roll 7 or higher. It's a 50-50 shot if you know this voice.
Is this okay? Hold on. If I roll low, can I pull from the team pool after?
Sure.
Okay. We might have to.
I don't like this.
I need the power of teamwork. Okay, 7. You
Okay.
said 6 or higher, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that is the familiar voice of Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke.
Ooh, he's like, and Kyung goes goodbye now. He's close combat, right? Like he's known for being.
You know he will be fully loaded out, guns, swords, knives, full tactical kit, and lots of experience. You know, being able to fight Batman to a standstill at times.
So we need to fucking move, is what I'm hearing. Like we need distance. We can't take him 1v1.
It's gonna be a hard fight if you try to confront him directly for sure. You know he on multiple times took out the whole Teen Titans single-handedly.
Right. He goes, all right, so well you said we need to go fast. We can go fast right fucking now because Deathstroke ain't no fucking joke.
Bet. And I hops onto the man-made hoverboard now and just like, come on, get on.
Okay,
Do
cool.
I have to stand behind? Fuck. And he's like, what do I hold on to? As he jumps on.
Figure it out and just,
Her
And
waist.
as you two fly down the hallway, we cut back in the Watchtower in a way. You guys go down the hallway. You hear none of this.
Oh no.
As you make your way down the hallway, no emergency lights flashing, just pitch black.
Help, we're getting stalked.
Okay. When we make it to, do we make it back to the control room?
Yeah, you make it to the room. Door's still open.
Okay.
Gio?
Solia?
Where the fuck did they, what is going on?
As you guys go into the room, I need both of you to roll Take a Powerful Blow.
Okay.
So you'll roll 2d6
Roll
plus
low.
any conditions you have.
I just got rid of my conditions.
Hell yeah.
And boy, howdy, I was really hoping to roll lower than that.
What'd you roll?
I could have rolled lower, but I'll take it.
It's gonna be a little different. We're not gonna be using what's in the move. It's something that's gonna happen regardless. But what do you guys get?
I got a 7.
7? Cool.
I got an 11.
Oh. Well, you know what? That made sense for what you're about to see.
Yeah.
What?
So we'll deal with the consequences of it after what I described. But
What the- oh.
you guys walk into the room and suddenly you see the Justice League. You see the core 8 members, as well as Satana, Jason Blood, Dr. Fate, Raven, and you see on the screen a picture of Aziza.
How old is Aziza in that?
In the picture, they are 14 years old.
Why are we in the...
Oh no.
You see Batman's at the head of the table, and at first he's talking, you can't quite hear what he's saying, but as you guys step in the room and kind of adjust, you hear, he's a threat. I don't know what to tell you, Satana, but none of our experts have any idea what to do with him. This is going to have to be a vote. I understand he's your son, but the safety of the Earth comes first. And she's just like, Satana's full on crying, eyeliner, mascara running down her face, just sitting in the corner being consoled by Wonder Woman. Superman comes up to Batman and is like, Bruce, there's got to be another way. It's just a kid. I get that, but we let Raven go on and barely escaped by the skin of our teeth. No offense. He gestures to Raven, who just kind of shrugs a little bit. I mean, you're not wrong. My dad could have did a lot of damage, and Eclipso is at least at his level, if not worse. But we haven't gone through all our resources yet. And you just see them start to go on with the debate of everything. And it comes down to the vote, and you see both of your parents vote to kill Aziza Rock.
Excuse me. Pardon me. I have words to say.
Yeah.
Um, what the fuck? Do they react
Nope.
to that at all?
Nothing.
I let Aziz's hand go. I've been holding on to it this whole time, and I like storm in front of my parents. Never seen them to get like physically together a day in my life. Why are you? Can you not? And is just like flustered and is trying to get their attention. Are they even acknowledging that
No
I'm
reaction to you at all.
here?
And as they actually start to like move around the table to like move closer, a lot of them, and one of them walks right through you, and one of the people around the table, as if you're not even there.
I'm gonna look at my dad's ring, and the ring is what's causing this. The ring is what started this.
Whatever happened came from the ring when you picked it up, but the ring itself just seems to be flashing the familiar green that it is right now.
Can I interact with anything in this room aside from
Just the actual like room itself. If you try to interact with any of the people, you kind of just like it's like you're not there.
okay? Rock is going to head over to the control panel,
Mm-hmm.
and start typing.
You
Just to see
you
if
can
anything will
physically
pop
touch
up.
the keyboard and type, but the what's on the screen's not changing. And you actually see that they start to bring up pros and cons of it. They start to bring up research into the different demonology, and you're like slowly going through everything that they know on Eclipso. And as they're going through, they're like Eclipso. The only other like known sighting of him was against Stargirl and all of them during her debut. And the only reason they were able to get rid of him was because they found and got him sealed back in the Black Diamond.
How is Aziz reacting to all
Um, when we first walked in the room and we were still holding hands, Aziz's went slack long before you let go. And Aziza has been staring sort of not at the scene but past it for the longest moment, out of the windows and into space, looking at the same stars that we see or we saw while we were in here earlier as it twists around the earth. And about the time you head over to the console, Aziza just starts walking until they are right in front of their mother. And then they have just fallen to their knees right in front of her, watching her sob. Because he has never seen his mother's actual reaction to this.
It is the full on ugly crying, just face smeared with makeup, tears streaming down their face. Diana just has one arm kind of wrapped, has her like pulled into her side while everyone else is arguing. You hear Diana just like giving soft reassurances to her and talking to her, trying to calm her down as everything's kind of happening around the two of them.
Rock is going to come over to where you are and just like place a hand on your shoulder and just give you a little reassurance. We shouldn't be here. Why you shouldn't be seeing this. And then like yells out, "Why are we here?"
Well, I thought it would be amusing to pass the time. Your mom's a little preoccupied, but I thought I would pay you a visit. And you see the image of Raven move toward the two of you. But as it turns, it shifts. Raven's eyes are completely purple, the same color as Eclipso, and she is in her demonic form. Found your mom and Miss Roth here, poking at the edges of my domain, so I thought she had uses for now. Hope you enjoy her hospitality. And you see the eyes shift back to normal before going blood red as two more eyes appear above. And she fully attacks the two of you.
Oh fuck.
I was about to say that, like, the second I see those eyes go purple, I'm charging in anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys did roll your take a powerful blow. So with that, um, for Rock, you
Yeah.
can either choose to lash out verbally, provoke a teammate, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition on them, give ground to your opponent, or struggle past this attack and take two conditions.
Would like to lash out verbally.
Okay.
Um, and this is going to be a bad thing regardless. And as I see this whole game thing being played, as he's charging in to like swing in, because he materializes his hammer, and as he sees this purple-eyed bastard start to run away, Eclipso, you fucking coward! And I call out his name.
Don't say the
Oh,
name.
that's great because as it
Had
happens
to.
and as it's charged in, and this black magic that Raven has surrounds Aziza behind you. Aziza, go ahead and mark 2 on your Doom track. And describe to me how your powers get unleashed in a way that's going to hurt yourself.
Um, no, listen. That's probably the most in character thing that could have happened in that moment is Rock completely forgetting the Voldemort rule. Uh, boy. Aziza looked from his mother to Raven when it was revealed that it was Eclipso's choice of body for the moment in the memory. And for the last few days, Aziza has been free of that influence. They've been able to avoid the pain. They haven't faced any nightmare. They felt so sure of themselves walking into the Watchtower today because everything was going right. Everyone had fixed everything. And no matter how pragmatic you are, the second you feel better for the first time in years, you overdo it. And it was a little too much hope, and it was a little too much joy, and it was a little too much feeling good. And he has, in this moment, realized all of that. And the pain and the potential of the end of his life and everything bleeds back in this moment, in this room, in this memory that he was never supposed to know about. Um, and I think the necklace around his neck with the talisman on it snaps. And there is just inky darkness pouring out from his hairline down the sides of his face and covering him in shadow. As for a second, Eclipso gets that hold back, as represented by the loss of those 2 track points. Paige is
I
muted.
am muted. I said perfect. Anyway, Geo and Saleya, you are rushing down the Watchtower hallways, following the blinking lights. Which way are you guys trying to get to as you on this hoverboard?
Oh, God, I don't want to leave the others behind. But the only way we could conceivably get out is through the docking bay, right?
Mhm.
And getting a ship or hijacking a ship, technically, because
I
our
mean,
comms
yeah,
are down.
the power is down here, so you can't teleport back.
Right. Um. And they weren't showing up. Okay, so could Geo make the connection that something magical is going on there?
I mean, not necessarily, because with what you saw, you did just see Slade kind of working your way through. I think at this point, Geo's probably attributing it to him.
Yeah, fucking with the systems.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. So I think what he would think is let's go pick up the others and then get to the docking bay kind of thing.
Okay, so you're heading towards the evidence room. Is that where
Yeah.
you guys at? Where you guys want to go then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you rush down the hallway, the opposite end from where you hear the voice, and you just hit the evidence room, and the door is pulsing a black and purple energy.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
That's not supposed to be here.
Fuck me. I don't have time for this. And can I try to open the door?
Okay. Roll take a powerful blow.
Which is what, 2d6?
2d6 plus any conditions you have. And you
Oh,
want to
I mean,
roll
That's true.
low.
I have anger. Okay, so I rolled a 9, but -2 because I'm angry right now. So 7.
I don't think that minuses 2 to this move. That's only for like the other playbook moves.
Oh, okay. So angry doesn't count then with this.
Not for that one, no. So you will have a 9, which means you either need to take 2 conditions, give ground to what's about to happen, or lash out verbally in a way that affects your teammate. As whatever happens, as you touch the door and you go to pull it open, and a pulse of demonic magic shoots out and slams Gio into the wall. And as you look into the room, there's no one in there.
Damn. Okay, then I said mark 2 conditions was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'm gonna mark insecure and guilty.
Perfect. You both start to hear metal on metal, and you look up to see Slade with the sword dragging across the ground. Well, that made it pretty easy to know where the two of you are at. Now, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. You children either come with me, or I take you in pieces. It doesn't really matter. I just need you alive, not whole.
Oh, alive. That's not big. And he's like trying to see. Is there a way I can like position my body where I can get Soul to make a break for it?
I mean, you can just try to move in front of her. You're in an open hallway, so there's really not a lot of like stuff to move around.
Yeah. Oh, that's my doorbell. Sorry.
Okay.
I think yeah, I think she's gonna step. Sorry, I'm panicking. I'm a man. I'm a he. I'm a he. I'm a man. I'm gonna step in front of Soul, and kind of nudge her to like the direction of the ship, the bay, because I have no idea where the fuck the others are. And as he's stalling, he's gonna say, "You need us alive." Well, that's not a bad thing, is it? Right? I mean, so what? You gonna keep us as your little pets, or is this someone you want us to meet?
I don't give out information that easily, kid. I was paid for a job, and that's what I'm here for.
I'll pay by for a job. You don't mind telling us who? I mean, are you someone's little bitch dog?
I'm gonna say that's provoked someone. So go ahead and roll superior.
I would just like to say, as soon as you say that, Soul has given you the dirtiest look of why.
It's called Deathstroke, a bitch.
Why did you do that?
Because he's trying to get info and also trying to give you a chance to move.
No.
Go.
He's being a bitch.
He's being a bitch. You said superior?
Yeah.
Oh, guys.
It's a fail?
Rolled a 2.
I rolled snake eyes.
Perfect.
I got it. Got it.
I really thought I was done dealing with teenagers after young Dick and his little friends, but I guess this will be another training opportunity for some young heroes as he just pulls out a Glock and shoots you 3 times in the shoulder.
That's not great.
Seeing that, I have a move called moat that I would like to use that spin one burn to create a barrier that will hold back threats as long as you keep your attention on it. The GM may call for you to spin another burn if the barrier is threatened by
Okay.
particular powerful enemies.
Go ahead and roll your burn first to see how what you're at.
So that plus one is
2d6 plus your conditions.
Yeah, I thought we had it pretty bad in Demon World, but actually,
That's
we're not getting
actually-
shot 3 times in the
I got
shoulder.
shot 3 times.
It's
and
a
that's
stand,
it.
A
I stand
7.
by what I said.
So you do mark a condition, and you get 3 burn. So you're spending 1 to use moat, you said?
Yes. And I'm marking
Okay.
angry.
So yeah, you see, I mean, it made sense. You see Geo get shot and drop down in front of you, starting to bleed, and what's this barrier look like that you throw up in between the two of them?
So being surrounded by metal, Soul is just going to one tell Geo to like kind of I need you to get on the board and do not move.
I've
Whatever
just been shot 3 times.
I'm assuming that I'm gonna at least attempt to help you. Like I'm gonna pull you onto the board and just be like, don't move. Please. Please. I know you're shot, but no heroics again.
Yeah, I think he doesn't. He's been shot, so I think he just stumbles onto the fucking board. There's blood fucking splurting out everywhere.
And then I'm taking a page out my daddy's book and pulling every little bit of electricity I can find and essentially just make a wall in front of us.
All of the emergency lights go out and everywhere, and you see this just bluish purple electricity raise up in front of you two. This is cute. Haven't seen a deal of electricity since young Mr. West, but no matter. He is going to reach into his utility belt and load his gun and shoot you in the chest with
Can
rubber
I-
pellets to
Oh.
knock you backwards. I
What
can
the fuck?
still get through to you. I might not be able to get through this barrier right away, but I have my ways. You're only delaying the inevitable, children.
I just need to keep you there. I'm not scared. However, that was cute.
Cute.
I'm gonna have to
'Cause if
ask
Geo can
for
piss him off, so
a
can I.
raise after this job. I need you to hear a loud, audible crack. He cracks his neck and starts to inspect the barrier. As we cut back to the meeting room in the other side, as Rock, you're charging in towards Raven. What would you like to do?
I'm swinging
You're
my hammer
swinging
at
the
face,
mace.
but I would like to use the move I just got,
Mm-hmm.
punch everyone.
Hell yeah.
And I would like to raise my danger up 1 to 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then
You're gonna
I
move one
think-
other down.
I do, and I think the one that makes the most sense right now is moving Savior down,
Fair enough.
because what I'm doing is very rash and it's
Mhm.
hurting Aziza.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll, and I'm guessing you're going to engage a threat directly, so go ahead and roll your danger.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
You're good.
I rolled and it rolled away. That is a 9.
Okay. On a 9, you get to pick one. So you can either resist damage from them, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, frighten your opposition.
And this is Raven now, and
Mhm.
not Eclipse.
It's like demonic form Raven. You're assuming she's under some sort of control, but it's not Eclipso directly anymore.
What could I take?
I don't really think she has anything particular you can take in this moment. So I would say
I didn't think so.
you could probably create an opportunity, like knock her off balance, or you
Yeah.
could just kind of like hit her in a way where she can't damage you back.
Yeah, I think I'll hit. This is so bad. Rock is coming in like full force and like mom special, going for the face.
Mm-hmm.
So swinging right into the face. So I'm giving her like an uppercut with with the hammer, and just knocking her off balance so she can't hit me back.
Perfect. Yeah. You just rock it in and just hit her hard, and she goes flying out of the meeting room into one of the walls in the hallway. You look back and you see Aziza is partially transformed, and you see their locket is gone.
Before they look back, because Rock's pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Still like talking shit. So the first time we actually have a time to you hide behind your tricks. And then that's when he's gonna look over and just like, oh fuck. Ziza?
Uh, it takes Aziza a second to look up, uh, and it's just like inky black. I guess it's very Howl's Moving Castle. That scene where he's like partially transformed.
Hell yeah.
No.
I got on with the
No.
with the Ghibli. But it is very much a dissociative stare.
And like again, yelling at the void. You don't get to keep them.
Oh, they're mine for now. And it's so much fun to get to play with the Justice League. It's like having my own, what do you call them, action figures? Let's try out a couple more of my new toys, and you immediately feel yourself lifted in the air, Rock, and you are looking into the eyes of Superman.
Clark, no.
I've heard about you.
Eyes just completely red, stone face, and you see the rest of the Justice League are starting to move and interact. All their eyes purple.
Seeing that Aziza is not in the room right now. Um Rock looks at Superman and has like this cocky ass grin. It's like, oh, I've been training for this. And gets ready to swing again.
Yeah, go ahead
I've
and
been
roll.
waiting to fight you.
Go ahead and roll engage a threat.
He's having enrichment time in his enclosure.
Yes, I am.
I can't.
Having a great time. That was a 10 plus 2. That's a 12, motherfucker.
Yeah, you get that cocky and you say that, and you just upswing the imp hammer, just disintegrates into dust.
So if you want to do this, it's not good if you want to keep your toys.
Aziza, while this is going on, give me an assess the situation.
He's a little pissed.
So plus superior.
Superior. Unfortunately, that is a 7.
Okay. Good enough for what you need to notice. As you seeing this happen and you see that version of Flart disappear, you can realize that this is not really the Justice League. He's harnessing this memory and fueling it with his own magic. But as you look past the two of them fighting, you see the images of John Stewart and your mom flickering really rapidly.
Flickering rapidly.
Like they're like something's fighting back against the control. And you see both the ring in Rot's hand flashing in rhythm with that in green.
Okay.
Oh.
I would like to cast my magic out to try and pull the ring from Rock's hands and throw it across the room to Green Lantern.
Okay. Give me Unleash Your Powers.
Work.
Please.
No, it's a 4. Aziza's having a bad time.
Mark Potential.
Marking.
As you go to do that, and you have no control of your power right now with your amulet done, so you go to just try to target the ring, and you fling rock across the room.
No.
Full on rock. You feel yourself yanked and thrown, and you roll, and you look up into the face of Batman and Wonder Woman above you.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Fuck.
he's like, all right.
Okay, back to the hallway.
Oh God.
Where I got shot with rubber bullets, right?
No, you got shot with bullets.
No.
Armor piercing ammo. Your shoulder is shredded.
Fuck.
Disrespectful.
Slade is starting to slowly bring down your barrier. What would you like to do, Saleya? Like, you see the barrier is slowly... He's starting to attach little gadgets, just slowly starting to pull some of the electricity away. You probably have a few minutes before you need to move.
You should move now.
I would like to... Actually, this is probably going to come back to bite me in the ass. I want to send Geo on my hoverboard away. Just as far as my reach can, just away. Because...
Geo, do you fight against this?
Can I with a fucking
Yeah, you can try.
Arm?
You can still try.
I'm gonna kick her.
Okay, so Saleya roll Freak.
Excuse me.
And Geo roll Mundane, but take a -1 because of your injury.
He's going, don't cut the shit.
That's a 10.
4.
Okay, Emma, go ahead.
Freak,
Emma,
which is my best
mark
one.
potential. You very weakly try to do something, but your body doesn't cooperate because you're in shock right now from bullet loss. As you feel the board rocket away, you go down the hallway and you start to move towards the space station or space loading dock.
Does the space loading dock? Is there a ship that has guns on it?
You have no idea. You've never been up here before.
Well, hopefully
You'll
my
find
blood
out when you
loss
get there.
I was gonna say, hopefully the blood to my brain is still working.
And as that happens, the barrier collapses. Well, I'll get them in a second, but that was pretty dumb to make yourself alone there. Was it Saleya, right?
Yep. But here's the issue, sir, Deathstroke, whatever you want to be called. You may think it's cute, but you haven't met me. As she fully creates a bolt and just throws it.
Okay, go ahead and unleash your powers.
Damn.
I just love that I'm only rolling Freak today. It works in my favor.
Do it. Do whatever you gotta do.
And 11.
11, yeah. So you throw a bolt of electricity at him, and it impacts, and he skids back, and you see that the wound is not bleeding. You see purple energy where the wound is.
Oh, like the purple on the door.
Well, that was a little sooner than I anticipated, but I guess this body is human after all. It only can do so much as both eyes flash purple.
Hello, motherfucker. Nice to meet you.
Hello. Your friends are scattered. I have the company of young Aziza and Rock in my home right now. See what you can do, Saleya. Roll, take a powerful blow, please. As you see Deathstroke float up in the air, raise both hands, and 2 massive bolts of purple energy shoot towards you.
Oh no.
Oh wait, no, I have 2 conditions. I have never been more happy to roll 2 ones. It's a 4.
The 4. Hell yeah.
Never
What does
been more happy.
what does it look like as you block? You see these 2 massive beams of energy coming towards you.
because again, Soleia's a little shit. She just fully just kind of force fields it away, just kind of like nah. Like that was again cute, but you haven't fought me before. Remember, I'm better.
And as Saleya says, as Saleya also starts to flow up, full light storm style with static electricity surrounding them and eyes blue. We have a massive meta battle just in the Watchtower.
Jesus Christ.
Geo, you get to the space dock. You see the ship that he came in, which is just a very basic like transport. And you see just a few of those other transports. They don't have a lot of like heavy artillery because you know Justice League is the heavy artillery. It's just a lot of like small shuttles that can get you to Earth and back.
Is there anything I could use to run over Deathstroke?
Give me assess the situation.
Damn, I always roll high on that. All right, 10.
Hell yeah. Um, there's just like a general amount of gadgets like that you can pick up that are just kind of in storage. You see some of Batman's like batarangs. You see some like swords, batons, that kind of stuff that you can grab. The ships themselves don't really have anything on them, but as you do see movement in the open shuttle.
I am bleeding the fuck out, and I don't give a shit. I'm gonna fire off my crossbow.
Okay, give me directly engage a threat. This will be -2 on this roll because you do, I believe you do have that condition for that. So
Yeah, I'm bleeding the fuck out. Yeah, it's bad. It misfires. Because it's 6 minus 2, which is 4. But
okay.
at least it gets their attention.
Mark potential. Well, kid, you got a lot to learn. Unlike me, I don't miss a shot, and you feel yourself get pinned to the ground by like a grappling arrow as Oliver Queen steps out of the shuttle.
Can you not?
All right. Someone want to tell me what the fuck is going on? Am I pinned to the ground?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's simple as this, kid. You think you guys have a chance, but you've already lost. And Oliver's eyes go purple, and he stomps on your head, and Geo blacks out. And that's where we're going to take our break, everyone. So we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes, and we'll get back to the action.
Help!
He is a good guy. He's just been controlled.
Help!
And... Hey everyone, and welcome back in. Hello, Raiders, if any of you are still around. Appreciate you stopping in. We are in the middle of a very action-packed episode, and we're just going to jump right back in the action. So we're going to jump back into the other place as Rock, you're laying on the ground with Batman and Wonder Woman staring down at you.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Do I have to take a powerful blow?
Yeah.
I figured. Okay. Hold on.
You see a sword and a batarang being raised.
So
Yeah, it's Wonder Woman. What do you even think she uses?
her fist or the lasso. The lasso
Her
would be
truth.
lovely right now.
Yeah, but this Wonder Woman wants to kill you.
She's fucking rude, is what she is.
Paige, while this is happening, I'm going to roll my burn for Aziza.
Okay, go for it.
That's a 4, my love.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Okay,
you
good.
you
Don't worry
kept
about that
up
for a second.
backwards right in time as you see a batarang stick into the floor where you were,
Attack.
as well as a sword slash and hit the metal of the floor.
Like, so, what I'm gonna say is that Rock's wings like materialize and he just like
Mhm.
flashes back very quickly. It's just like, okay,
Oh, and you also get the mark potential for that.
she warned me about you too.
As you back up and look up, you also see the weird flickering that your dad's image and Zatanna is doing. And you see the ring in your hand is pulsing.
Seeing that I am now flying, um, can I get to my dad?
Yeah, you can try to fly over there.
Yeah, I would like to fly over to him.
I'll say with that for you can just use your momentum to boost past the two of them towards him.
Aw,
Back him around.
Father, help!
GM is nice when they want to be. Okay.
Mother, help!
But you zoom over to John. What do you
boy.
want to do?
Okay. All right. How does he look? Like outside of the flickering?
You see the face is like looks like it's fighting something. It looks like it's flickering the expression. Like it keeps going from that blank memory face that you saw to like he's like concentrating on something.
Okay. Okay. Um. Very quickly. Dad, are you? Please tell me this is you. Please tell me this is you. And if it's not, I'm not sorry for what I did. If it is, I'm sorry.
Rock.
I am swinging my left hand, which has the ring in it, and I'm punching him in the stomach.
Papa, can you hear?
like, come on.
As soon as the ring makes contact with the image, there's a flash of green light in the room.
God.
You hear in your head, "Son, is that you?"
Dad?
Yeah, it's. I don't have long. We're doing what we can on our side. We're stuck in the Speed Force. That's where Eclipse is pulling everyone. It's in the Speed Force. You
How
have
do
to
we get you out?
you have to find a way back to Central City and get there as soon as possible. The only way to get him gone is in the Speed Force. That's why Barry disappeared. That's why everyone's been pulled disappearing. I can't do much, but put the ring on, and the voice goes silent.
Put the ring on. God, don't. I don't want to put his ring on.
And his image disappears from the room.
So what the camera see, there's like a single tear running down Rock's cheek because of like his dad disappearing. And ever so gingerly he places the ring on his finger.
You have Google in front of you. Tian, do you want to go look up and recite a familiar oath for me?
Oh shit! Oh, wait a minute! Hold on, wait,
My
wait.
darkest day, motherfucker.
Hold on, wait. Pardon me. Where the fuck is it?
Darkest day on blackest night. No evil shall escape my sight. Come on, let's go.
Oh, hold on, wait.
Fucking
Hold on.
rock and
Excuse
roll,
me.
motherfuckers.
Oh, my baby. Okay.
My Shayla.
My Shayla. And it's like as the tears rolling down, he just starts whispering it. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. And it starts to like shine ever so slightly. And he yells out, Green Lantern's light. And am I,
What
Paige?
does your Green Lantern outfit look like, Brock?
Yo, costume change,
As you
motherfucker.
hear from the ring in your head, welcome, new guardian of Sector 2814.
Yo, what the? I was not prepared for this. Oh gods. So his Green Lantern uniform, at least for now, resembles his dad's a lot, but it's also a good mix of the Thanagarian ness of it all. So he has the Green Lantern pants, like normal, of course. But when it gets to the chest, it forms into the same like straps that he has in his armored form, but instead of it being like the Thanagarian crest in the middle, it's the Green Lantern symbol. And the same way that like he has um, his helmet forms into the same holographic Green Lantern colors this time.
Hell yeah. And as this is going on, you're seeing this flash of light of Caesar. You see the weirdest thing. From your shadow, that's like this dripping down your form, your half form, you see your cat creep out and slowly move over to the image of your mom and start to bat at it. Like, just like what typical what a cat would do, is like batting at something that they find interesting. Before it reaches inside the image and the image of Satana disappears, and something flies from that image into your hand. And as it smacks into your hand, your transformation drops back to normal. And you're looking down at your mom's wand.
Woo! Damn, everyone's getting fucking special things.
And as that happens, as the flash of green, as the wand connects to your magic, the two of you find yourself in a hallway, standing on either side of Saleya in full energy form, facing off against this version of Deathstroke.
Ow.
But with that, we'll go back to a different place, away from the Watchtower. Geo,
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
you start to feel yourself wake up. At first, you're kind of groggy and trying to get your bearings, and you go to like move, and you feel both your arms are tied to your side, and you're seated, and you look around, and you're in a dark room, like roped to a chair.
Am I still bleeding out?
No, you have gauze over your shoulder right now.
Okay.
You hear steps approach from outside the door before the door opens, and you do not see Oliver Queen, who was the last person you saw before you appeared in here. Instead, you see Livewire. Well, I wanted to meet my daughter, but I guess you'll do. I do have to give you the shovel speech and everything, I suppose.
Your soul's mom.
That I am. And you're in the way, kid.
Am I? Or are you being puppeteered?
No, I'm more important than that. I'm fully here. It's just me and you. No weird devil bullshit in this room.
Your eyes aren't gonna flash purple at me?
Nah, not unless I feel like it.
So, you buddies with the demon guy?
This means to an end. You're lucky I had enough money saved up to pay to get you and Saleya out, but you guys just had to fight old Slade.
Oh, you wanted me too? I would have thought you just wanted your kid and wanted to go.
And from what I've been watching, you and my kid are getting pretty close.
I'm... Whatever that means.
I'm gonna take you back to Central City after this, but this is your only warning. You guys need to leave. Go back home. Give this up. Let your little friend Aziza meet his fate. You'll be better off in the long run. Or you continue to resist, and this gets a lot messier.
What do you get out of this?
Haven't quite decided that yet, to be honest. I found myself in a good position, friends in high places, so to speak. But once we clear the rest of the Justice League out, and your two little friends, Rock and Aziza, we can do whatever we want.
Wow, you must really love your daughter.
She's still alive, isn't she?
Yeah, that's because she did it all on her own.
You think she survived fighting Gaines in Dakota City alone this whole time? You think those uses of her powers way beyond her age were all her? Nah, I've been watching over her for a while now. Virgil doesn't really know how to parent Solo.
So you just made sure to, never be there in her life, but just be, they're kind of like a little Batman.
Her face actually flashes angry for a moment. Everything I did has been to make sure she's safe. And this will guarantee that. She won't have to worry about anything anymore. And we can do what we want. You heroes always make things messy. I don't want that for her.
Oh, I'm not a hero. Let me make that really fucking clear.
Kid, you lead a hero team. I don't know if you noticed that.
Do you think we look like heroes?
I've seen worse.
You've seen worse? Well, let me tell you right now, we're not fucking heroes. We're just a bunch of teenagers. And what you're doing to your kid, you're pushing her away, and you're gonna force her to her death. If you
Then
this way.
go home. If you're not heroes, give up. Go home. That's all you have to do. Put the helmet away. Tuck the bike back in your pretty little garage over in Gotham. And just go be a good little boy.
I'm not that either, though.
Well, then this is going to be a lot more painful the next time I see you.
That's okay.
That's okay. But it was nice to meet you, kid. And she pats your cheek, and you get electrocuted and pass out. Says we cut away from that.
My mother-in-law is really cool, guys.
Yeah, it's fine. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break because Emma has to get going here soon. So Gio will be back next episode. But Emma, we love you.
Hey guys, yeah. kick their asses.
So we'll do a quick 10 break so I can adjust cameras, and then we'll be right back,
That's
guys.
the goal.
And with that, we are back. Geo is. Well, we'll see what Geo is next episode. But we're back up in the Watchtower as these three very fucking powerful teenagers. We have a Green Lantern, a fully souped up electrical goddess of Saleya right now, and a fully charged up Aziza. Facing off with, you two also see this. You guys at first, in shock, recognize Deathstroke immediately. But as you look closer, you also see just the purple energy pouring out of the chest and the eyes. You know this is Eclipso. Well, welcome, you two. Wasn't expecting this.
Completely ignoring Eclipso for the first time in my life. Aziza is going to look around and spot no Geo and look straight at Solea and be like, "Is the problem out?"
Yes, I had to send him away. He got hurt.
Okay. Then we're gonna make him pay for that.
Very much so.
Sure are.
You're welcome to try. I'm not going anywhere.
That's what you-
I've already accomplished what I came here for. So let's just make this interesting now.
Funny you say that. And it because you with the I'm not going anywhere. Soul wants to, because again, I have enough burns to do this. I would like to use construct. Spend one burn to create any object with your powers up to the size of a person. Spend an additional burn to animate it independently of yourself.
Okay. So you want to build
However,
a construct.
not necessarily. I want to see if I can get away with. I want to essentially pull metal pieces and you know Gambit when he does the whole card
Mm-hmm.
thing back and then throw. I want to do that, but with metal to attempt to pin Deathstroke down.
Okay. Go ahead and roll Unleash Your Powers. And I'll say you'll have a +1 to this because you are using your burn.
Can I add an extra +1 by spending one of my burn to supercharge it with boost?
Yeah, go for it.
So Aziza is going to take his mom's wand and point it at you to just boost your power in the moment. And
Rock,
that's another
you see
+1.
this. You could also time it and you spend a team point if you also want to tune into this attack.
I don't think
You
Rock
guys
is in
still
the
have plenty of
mind.
team.
I don't think he's in the mindset to.
He's
do
still
that
like,
right
I'm
now.
a Green Lantern, the fuck?
No, it's the fact of like he's wearing his dad's ring. Emphasis on his
Yeah,
dad's ring,
you sure are.
and it chose him.
Fair. Okay, cool. What is your roll, Ray?
So is that +2 now?
Yeah, +2 to, and then your freak.
So that's +4 to whatever
Mhm.
just comes out of this dice. Just putting it out there. That is 5, 9, 13.
Okay. What does this look like? Slay as you pull these together, and then James, tell me how you alter it to make it more potent.
Like I said, it's gonna be very Gambit-esque when he like has his decks of cards. So you just start to see all these bits and pieces of the walls around her just kind of start circling her, and as she just throws her hand forward, they all just shoot at Deathstroke, pinning him. I want to say to the wall because I'm petty like that.
Okay.
Just like to the wall.
And what does Aziza do as this happens with the supercharge?
As the metal pieces, because we're to either side of Solea, as the
Mhm.
metal pieces circle around her, Aziza is going to reach into the bond that they all have now, and purple electricity is going to pop up around him, which he will just slide onto the metal and just crackle alongside to put a little magic in there, so it's a little
Yeah.
harder for magic to eke out from inside of it.
He impacts into the wall, no grunt of pain as the body just impacts, and there's more of this purple light starting to seep out of the body. This is what I get for choosing a weak vessel, but no matter. Like I said, I'm already achieved what I needed to here.
Which is, please share with the class.
Well, for one, Your friend's not here anymore. You think I only brought this body with me? You sent her or them right where I needed him to be.
What
Your mom says hi, by the way, Saleya.
did you do?
Nothing. Like I told you, I have allies. And I know all about you, Saleya Hawkins.
Funny. But I know all about like people like you as well.
You've never met a person like me.
No, but I
But
know
you
your
will
type.
soon.
Scared, won't show us your true face. Too busy
Hey,
hiding
God.
behind people. I know all about you.
Do you?
I know enough. Otherwise, you'd be here fighting us yourself,
Oh, I'm working
right?
on it. Isn't that right, Aziza? Birthday's coming up soon, right?
I would like to just attack.
Yes.
I'm tired of listening. I'm going to attack.
Are you engaging a threat or unleashing your powers?
Um,
Physical or
I
magical?
guess. Uh, My physical is kind of magical. Um, but I think we'll go more physical with this.
Okay.
I think Aziza, he's stuck in place, and Aziza is straight up will, because we had the moment earlier, is just going to like pull his arm up and out, and it just covered in inky blackness, and whip it down, and suddenly it is like almost serpent-like rather than an arm.
Mm-hmm.
And just use that to like whip out and just attack. So that
Yeah, you don't
is.
even have to roll. He's pinned.
Oh
You
shit.
lash out and just slashes across the chest. More of this body just disintegrating into this purple light. At this point, you don't know if this was fully Deathstroke or just the way he's possessing the body, but it just seems the body's breaking apart, similar to how Rock disintegrated that version of Superman in the other place.
I am going to choose to believe that it's not a real person.
Kids, so impatient, but it's fine.
Hey, God.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So you remember it might have been last session
Mm-hmm.
or the session before that when I called my punk ass stepdad, I guess you want to call him, whatever, my
Mm-hmm.
mom's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I rolled really well on that belonging to worlds. And I got a piece of alien technology that
Mm-hmm.
allows me to use any move from any playbook, right?
Yeah.
Can I cash that in now?
Sure can. And I think we discussed this. You want that talent to be your ring, right?
I do.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I do. I am on a combination of two things right now.
Okay.
Love a good combo.
I no, right now, I know exactly what I want to do. Right now, Rock is pissed. I want to take something from Eclipso that they care about the most. I would like to use the transformed move Unstoppable.
Okay.
When you smash your way through scenery to get to or away from something, roll plus danger. On a hit, the world breaks before you and you get what you want. And that is what I'm praying for.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, you did not want you to miss on this roll.
I don't. I know.
I rated it and
I know. That's why I'm like, that's why I didn't even read it out loud. Please. Oh, shit. I'll keep that. Okay. Plus two, four, four. That's a 10.
okay.
What does that mean?
And it's a success.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So what are you trying to do in this moment as you guys see this pulse of green light just surround Rock?
So what they would see is like from Rock's wings, they just like flutter off, and you see like these green iridescent feathers just start to swirl around Rock, and out of like sheer like willpower, they are slicing through Deathstroke, like in, out, everything. And as the last one goes through, I would like to take a sliver of Eclipso's power from him, if possible.
Okay.
If possible. I don't want him to be as strong as he is.
If I could be above the table for a second,
Run
we
it.
Mhm.
did hear something very specific in our traumatizing little voting scene about
Mhm.
Eclipso, which is the last time the only way the league was able to stop him with Stargirl was a particular gem.
Yeah.
True. Does he have it though?
I don't know.
You do not see it. As far as you know,
Hmm.
that was the last way they were to beat him. And all your dad told you was that they are all trapped within the Speed Force itself.
Right.
Could you cut someone out of him?
I don't. That's a GM question.
You gotta tell me
Hey,
specifically what do you want to. You want to take something specific from him?
Oh.
Do you want to try to take some of his power? You tell me what you want to happen in this moment.
uh,
There's a lot of powerful NPCs where he's at. You can pull someone really good to help you out. Or you
I
could try to take
could.
some of his power, disrupt something. You tell me what you want to try to do in this moment before this, because after this body will disintegrate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rock just pulls out Superman to apologize for hitting him earlier.
Fuck no. Fuck that.
If you pull
Um.
someone out, I will be rolling for it to see who it is.
Okay, so I don't get to pick. Okay.
Mm.
You will not get the pick. It'll be random.
I'll take that.
Okay.
We pull Barry Allen. We finish the game.
Barry better be on this list.
Roll the credits.
Okay. I
Aziza
need-
dies, but hey, Barry's back.
I need to bring up.
Just don't let the people I pull out be my parents. That's all I don't want.
Woof.
I don't want to see my parents right.
One of your parents gets pulled out and it just looks right at Aziza, and Aziza's like, oh!
It's
Gotta
like,
go.
I do
If
not
it's
want
your
to see
mom, I feel more in danger than your dad. Your dad has, like, chilled from that point, I
Yeah,
think. But your mom
yeah.
probably
for
has
one
not.
specific thing.
His mama is on site.
It's on site, and I'd have to stop her.
Bitch.
Mama,
Look me
not
up.
again!
Mother, no.
I'm gonna know.
Father, help!
I've
Mama, no!
seen this. I've
One
seen
second,
this
I
story
gotta
before, lady.
find-
I have a
Okay, here we are. So
dice is
1, 2,
somewhere
3,
that I
4,
can't
5,
use.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So one of these options is not on this list, so that's perfect. So it'll be 10, so it'll be a flat roll.
She's doing math, kids.
I
Watch
like
out.
that.
Would be
If anything goes
7.
wrong, I'm blaming Azra in the chat.
Hell yeah. Oh,
Okay.
no,
This is gonna be funny.
Don't.
Excuse me?
It's fucking Batman. It's also on site.
Oh,
You
no.
this energy coalesced around your arm and you shatter through this body of Eclipso, and there's a pulse of purple and green light that goes through the hallway. As the light recedes, you look to the spot where the body was, and laying on the ground is Hawk Girl.
Oh,
Mom?
Demon shadow energy staring.
Oh.
John, is that you?
Oh.
I'm sorry. And she passes out.
Uh, as much trauma as this moment is, Az is actually going to run in the direction that Soleil had said that she sent Geo, because I need to physically see that he's gone.
Yeah, you run to the space dock while this is going on. There's nothing there, and you see one of the shuttles is gone.
Okay. And I go to pick up my freaking mother. God damn it.
I went back to where the vote list was, and I just went straight to the list. I went on the list, what the numbers were. You laid it right on Hawk Girl.
You could have gave me. I said anybody but my parents.
I
Take them
know
off the
it
list.
was a flat roll. It was just who was in this. Who was pulled in there.
Fuck.
It's always
Just
gonna
called
be a
you.
mama.
You had a 2 out of 10 chance of pulling a parent.
That fucking tracks. A
You
2
have
out
a
of
high-
10?
Yeah,
Yeah, you have a
they
higher
were
chance
two
than
of the
any
10
us.
options.
I'd like to re-roll.
Welcome to the
And
mom
Barry,
trauma club,
Barry,
please.
Barry was on that list. You could have pulled Barry. If you would have rolled a nat 20, you would have pulled Barry.
Sorry,
The
my
cheek twitch.
I was anyway, you could have kept that to yourself. You did not have
Nah,
to tell me
it's
that.
funnier that way.
Pussy. Anyway, I'm going to pick up my mom and look towards Soul and just like very confused and conflicted. Um my dad said we need to get to Central City and I don't know how to do that without flying. And I don't know if that would be a good idea with everything right now. How do we get there?
There's ships. We can take one
Let's go.
and just kind of.
Okay, all right, good.
Yeah, you guys take a shuttle back to Central City. You feel, now that all three of you are supercharged to an extent, you do feel the time bubble as you pass through it. And as you do it, the time on the ship resets to Central City time. You guys have only been gone for 3 hours. But you've been on the Watchtower for pretty much the whole day.
What is and like on the way down, like I've explained what my dad said about like the Speed Force being how Eclipso is holding on to us, but I do follow Lord Voldemort rules at this point. So
Thanks.
you're welcome. I won't do it again. I had to in that moment.
I understand.
Is so okay. Where's Geo? Where did they go?
Can we Go ahead.
Sent him to the ships, but that thing said my mom.
Your mom?
Yep.
Were we there to know who your mother was?
Too, you missed that.
Okay. Why does your mother have
So,
Hold
and
on.
you see the full hesitation.
Did I thought you didn't know who your mother was?
I thought that too,
Why
but
does she have Geo? If she has Geo, then she's safe. Then like Geo's fine, right?
no, my mom is probably the worst person to have Geo right now.
What do you mean?
Why? They're your mother.
Yeah, it doesn't matter when your mother's live wire.
Your mother is who?
Don't make me say it again.
Oh.
Geo being with my mother might be
The
the
worst,
worst
thing
thing
possible.
possible.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Um. And like looking around this fucking craft, like how what
Aziza is driving. Like,
like looking at like all the buttons, it's like, okay, cool. Where's the live wire button? Like, where's the okay? And like starts pacing a little bit, like, how do we find them then?
Your guess is as good as mine right now.
you said after the ritual, we could all feel where each other were through
Yeah,
the bar.
you're connected. If you guys are close enough, you can kind of sense general directions of where you guys are.
if we reach out right now, do we feel anything?
Yeah, Geo's at Star Labs.
Zooming faster.
Of course, she picks the biggest electrical place in the city.
As you guys approach Star Labs, can everyone roll me assess the situation?
Uh-oh.
Is that mundane?
It is superior, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, superior.
Thank goodness, because mundane, I have a -1.
Same. I was nervous.
Also, I would like to point out the last time I wrote assess the situation, Soul didn't get nothing. Anyway,
That's a 10 for Aziza.
9 for Rock.
it is also a 9 for Soul.
Hey.
Okay, all three of you feel this charge of electricity running through Star Labs,
That's
coming from the training room where the speed tunnel is.
All right. Your mom
Mm-hmm.
might be her, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're also her kid and Static's kid.
Yep.
That means you're stronger than her.
I would
So if
hope
anybody can do anything about this, it's you.
I guess we gotta go rescue mission.
Don't act like you don't want to go save Geo anyway.
I just don't want my mom to have them. Soul's ears, I'm gonna give you this. Soul's ears are fully red. Stone face, red ears.
We can also feel when you're feeling.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
you
why I
guys
said, I was
fully
like,
feel the emotion right now, 100%.
yeah, that's why Rock
Soul's-
said it. Like, don't
Soul's-
act like you don't want to save
Soul's
them.
choosing to ignore it. Like,
What is wrong with you?
Exactly what's wrong with us.
Soul doesn't want to face her.
Yeah.
Soul hates feelings.
Oh, I understand. Rock's just dumb.
Feelings scare Soul. Putting
Okay. Do we go in stealth or do we just go in?
As you guys are approaching, you hear the radio and the shuttle start to static and then come on. Guys, is everything okay? It's HJ. Something's happening in the labs. I can't find Cisco or Caitlin, and I'm in the main lab. I'm kind of locked in here. What's going on? Is anyone out there? Hello.
Boy, great. They kept HJ.
Could have gave us anybody, right?
They could've given us anyway.
You gave me
They
my
gave us
mother. Actually, you know what?
Do we just have Hawk Girl in the back?
She's
Yeah,
fully
she's
just
still
passed out in the back seat. Yeah.
Rock is gonna grab the radio if it is a physical one. If not, he's gonna touch the button. Cisco, come get my mother.
It's HJ. Cisco's. We don't know where I don't know where
Oh.
Cisco is.
Sorry, my bad.
If,
lot's happened.
Land.
HJ.
You're in a shuttle. I'm picking up. Land on the roof. There should be a hatch that leads into the labs from there.
Okay.
Is Geo there?
I thought Geo was with you guys.
And like looks at. Help me. I am just a baby.
Just
I don't know how to tell them that we've been infiltrated and had.
Aziza is driving and doesn't want to let go of that, but just for a moment lets go of the thing to move Rock's hand closer with the radio. And then Keith goes both hands on. Aziza doesn't drive. He doesn't leave home, but he's driving the shuttle right now.
Sweet baby
He
Jesus.
passed his classes. He graduated, so he had to do driving school because in the Northeast you have to. But
Sweet
it's
baby
a
Jesus.
shuttle.
So it hits the button.
HJ, we were on the Watchtower. Geo was taken, and we think that whoever took him might be in Star Labs.
I mean, like I said, I've locked myself in the lab. There's something going on in the speed room, but I can't. I don't want to risk it and go out there myself. I can't do anything.
It's the Speed Force. That's where everyone is. I don't know how they did it, but that's where everyone else is.
I mean, that would make sense. This, like I said, the speed tunnel's active for the first time since Barry's left. Something's definitely going on down there.
Shut it down.
I can't. I have to be in the room where it's happening.
Landing the shuttle.
Just get down here as quick as possible, and you hear the communications cut.
Ugh.
Hard to see.
Okay. Okay.
Mm. As soon as we land, can I just fly out ahead of everyone? Just
Yeah, you
gone.
can just rip right out of the
Yeah.
shuttle.
Don't.
Just go straight to the hatch and make your way down.
Yep, just
I'm-
immediately.
Yeah, I'm grabbing my mom and dropping her off somewhere safe.
I mean, you guys are going to lab, which is connected to your room. So you can just drop her off there.
Oh yeah, I'll drop her off in my room. That's gonna be great for her to see all of that shit. And then she's gonna yell at me so much about it not being clean. Fuck!
We don't have time for that right now. We cannot let Soul go alone.
I know. And like takes her to the room, and then books it to. I'm assuming the tunnel because that's
Yeah, I'll
most
say
likely where Soul
you
is.
see Soleil land in the lab, and you get to the room, and you meet back up with Aziza as Aziza's coming down. Soul has already tore off down the hall, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Soul, you did not see HJ in the lab when you went through.
Ah.
Lovely.
We've been lied to. Have we been made again?
Soul, as you get to the speed lab first, you see a huge portal of Speed Force energy that, instead of the normal yellow, is tainted in a both red and purple color. And it's standing in front of the portal, holding Geo up by the neck, is your mom.
I'm holding people by the neck.
Honey, you made it. No sudden moves. I do have your boyfriend here.
Are you two are dating?
Yeah, this is when you two come into the room at that line.
Like, you two. Since when did you two start dating?
She shifts them over to her shoulder. I have some friends who would like to meet you. And all of your friends are already in here for the fun. And as he's saying that, you feel the three of your bodies freeze. It, like, powers fluctuate into where you can't move as your minds are all grinded to a halt. Like, you can just barely focus on what's going on. As stepping out of the portal is Gorilla Grodd. Well, this is the last defense of Central City.
I'm swinging him back. I'm swinging to hit him back.
You can't move.
I want in my hand. I'm swinging him back into the portal.
Honestly,
Like-
for Gorilla, the best thing you can do is just imagine hitting him over and over and over again. He'll know. He'll know.
It was, I mean, you are children, so I guess it shouldn't be a surprise it was so easy to get you where we wanted, but it'll be easy to finish this. You can toss him in there. We're done with him for now. And you see your mom throws Geo into the Speed Force. And then just waves at you and steps in after him. Three of you have been a little bit of a nuisance, but with the most of Justice League out of the way, it's just a matter of time till we end this. Thanks for bringing Aziza here for me, and no longer the little protection, as he kind of just poked you hard in the chest, there to contain it anymore. Makes this even better. Thon, you outdid yourself as HJ steps into the room and shifts into Reverse Flash's outfit. I mean, I've done this trick so many times, you'd think they would really learn, but I guess they didn't brief themselves before coming to Central City. Barry's contained in there, the rest of the heroes in there. Let's get them inside and we can complete this. I'll take these two. And he just grabs the back of Rock and Aziza, and Speed Force just speeds off into the tunnel. Well, Saleya, was it? Correct? Let's go see your friends. And Grodd just, big gorilla hand just grabs you by the head and palms you, and on all of you enter the Speed Force. And as the tunnel closes, that is where we're going to end tonight's episode. So things are getting to the wire, and we will be back next week to see what happens. But with that, let's go around the table and tell everyone where you can find them. Obviously, before we do everyone else's outros, I'll throw Emma's information in the chat. If you're not already following Emma, go follow Emma because Emma's great. We love her. But James, tell everyone where they can find you if you have anything going on.
My name is James, and I go by Hugger Mugger on the internet, and things are fucked. But if you want to see more of me in a world where I get to fuck other people over, you can come and find me on Monday nights at 7:30 p.m. EST on the long shot table. That's twitch.tv/surffeffers_, where I co-DM Cabin 6, a horror game where just last week the cryptid Bigfoot almost killed some kids. So it's been really fun so far. So, enjoy.
Oh yeah,
I
Ray.
will.
I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here. Anyway, hi, I'm Ray. Of my nose is the Ray Wilds. You can find me literally everywhere. The Ray Wilds. I exist on the internet.
Oh yeah. And Keon.
Hi, my name is Keon. You can find me across all the internets at Brother Keon. I lesbians.
Fair enough. And of course, I'm Paige. You can find me ever across the internet at Pluto Cleric or here in YouTube at Pluto's Underworld. Only thing I want to plug is tomorrow over on Clip613, we're on Javante's channel on Twitch. I will be playing in our One Piece 5e game as Scarlet Rabot, a little tiny merfolk with a giant pirate sword. It's great fun. And I think we're also in some shit on that channel. So if you want to see me be on the opposite end of all this shit, you can go tune into that and watch me get tortured a little bit. But with that, we'll be back next week to see what happens inside the Speed Force. Have a good night, everybody.